Hello everyone, so welcome to the channel. So I'll be doing a commentary on the Shadowverse Evolve World Invitational 2023 Singapore Last Chance Qualifiers. So just a quick note, the top 8 for this event consisted of 1 Haven, 1 Sword, 2 Forests, 2 Umamatsume and 2 Abyss. So surprisingly there were no dragons. And another fun fact is that this is the first official event whereby Umamatsume cards are actually legal. Yep. So let's take a look at the final game. Okay, so the finals is Umamatsume versus Forest. Looks like Forest is going second because I can see the 3 evil points. So some general matchup knowledge for this is that Umamatsume is super favored in this matchup. The reason being is because they have cheap removal spells in the form of the Angelic Snipe and the Make Some Noise. Yeah, the Angelic Snipe is the Umamatsume version. Yep, and they also have Agnes Tachyon, which reads, whenever you cast a spell, you -1/-1 to an enemy follower. And on Evolve, for 1, you actually can retrieve back any spell. So you can imagine that Forest would actually want to flood the board with small minions, so they can actually do combo plays. However, if Agnes Tachyon is on board, you can Angelic Snipe, remove a single minion, and then -1/-1, and remove another minion. So it's Mayor of Value Town. Okay, so let's take a look at the game. So turn 1 pass, turn 1, the Forest player has Harvest Festival. That is amazing because Harvest Festival is 50% of the Forest deck's engine. Because you have Harvest Festival, it means your hand will never drop and you will always have something on board to bounce back to hand. Okay, so turn 2 here, special we can actually check a Agnes Tachyon, which is amazing. So the Uma player actually has an amazing start, the Forest player has an amazing start as well. So now let's look at what the Forest player actually has. Okay. So this is quite crucial. Okay, so he actually plays an Ancient Elf down to bounce the Harvest Festival back to draw 1 and buff his Ancient Elf to a 3/3. So, does he evolve the Ancient Elf? That is the question. So it evolves the Ancient Elf. Okay. So the Ancient Elf now is a 4/4. It being a 4/4 means that it's a lot harder to remove, and if you're trading into it, it's not easy. It's not always a good trade into it. I mean, technically, you can use the Angelic Snipe and trade your special week into it. That's one. Another thing is that does the Yuma player have a Make Some Noise? If he does have the Make Some Noise, the Forest player pretty much have lost the game on the spot. But that's the thing, you have to take risks because you are in an unfavorable matchup. If your Ancient Elf sticks and it hits for 4 damage, you pretty much are in the driver's seat of an unfavorable matchup. So the thing is now, even with Agnes Tachyon, you still do not have enough to clear an Ancient Elf that is evolved. So it's quite important that if you have the Evo point, you have to evolve your Ancient Elf to make it a 4/4. So to force the out, that is Make Some Noise. So it looks like the Uma player doesn't have any Make Some Noise, which is a very very good sign and a good read. So now you know, okay, this guy has no Make Some Noise. Easy, I can play that he doesn't have it. Tempo Aishin Flash. So now the biggest punish would be Tempo Aishin Flash back and evolve it to bounce the Aishin Flash and then the Ancient Elf swing phase or fall. So pretty much that's the best return tempo swing. Okay. So he does indeed have the Aishin Flash and he evolves it. Not evolve, he raises it and he bounces the opponent's Aishin Flash back to hand. Swing for 4. So now the Forest player is in a comfortable lead. Not super comfortable, but comfortable enough. So now the opponent probably will play the Aishin Flash back, and then he will bounce the opponent's Aishin Flash and probably trade into the Ancient Elf. So this is why the Ancient Elf being a 4/4 is very, very crucial. Okay? The other thing he can do is probably Agnes Tachyon, but he doesn't have a Agnes Tachyon. I mean he does have the Agnes Tachyon. Let's say his best out now is to Agnes Tachyon, make some noise, clear 1, minus the Ancient Elf into a 3/3, play the Angelic Snipe, shoot 2, and then clear. That is the best case, but sorry, he's at 4 mana, so he can't even do the Agnes Tachyon play into make some noise. Sorry, I'm just tired from the long day. Yeah, so reverse Ashen Flash and trade. Okay. Had a brain fart moment for a while there. Okay. So now going into turn 4. This is one of the crucial turns for forests in general because they can go city. Is it called go city or go ship? And then they can play a 1-drop followed into a Crystallia Tia that spawns the token, which is a lot of power on board. Not to mention he has the evil point, which means he can trade into the special week. However, you have to consider that the Uma player is 5 play points the subsequent turn, which represents a Taiwa Vodka combo, potentially. Searching into the Angelic Snipe and clearing one of your cards, giving the entire field rush. So it's usually an uphill climb for the Forest player if the Uma player slams Taiwa Vodka on 5. So let's see what happens. He played the Harvest Festival into a Aishin Flash. Okay, so now he has the tempo on board. So now it really depends. Okay, if the Uma player plays the Taiwa Vodka, he's gonna take another 4 damage. That's a given. At the same time, but he doesn't have to worry about the Silence Suzuka because there's no way the opponent is gonna play a Silence Suzuka down while there's a Daiwa on board, because the Daiwa can clear the Suzuka for free because you have reduced spell cost on the opponent's turn as well. So he just returns the favor with Aishin Flash, probably realizing that he can't leak any more damage. So this is probably the best option if he didn't have any Daiwa Vodka. So going to turn 5. Turn 5. What can you do? So, okay, it looks like his hand has the Crystal Lily. So he plays the Ghost City, which is probably the best 1 mana he can play. So 1 mana is it's just basically a 1 mana 3/3 body unless there's 8 cards on board. Then it gains Storm, but there's no chance there will be 8 cards on board this early on into the game. So yes, he has the Crystal. Oh my god, he filtered and actually managed to get the Tia. So that is insane. So now he clears the Aishin Flash with the Crystal Lily. Tempo is back on his board. Next turn he's at 6 play points. Silence Suzuka is also in play. So now as the Uma player, I know that oh shit, I am suddenly very behind. I have to answer the board somehow, some way. And it looks like he's not he didn't draw into any removal spells. So he's actually quite stuck. And it looks like he doesn't have Daiwa Vodka as well. So now the question is, what do you do? What do you do? So he plays Narita. I place the top row. He races it. He draws 2. What 2 cards does he draw? Looks like he drew into the Daiwa Vodka. So that is great. So it means that next turn 7 mana just nice, he can do the Daiwa Vodka combo. So he has 2 mana left. He can either Tachyon or Special Week. Knowing that his hand is quite bad without any removal, I think the Special Week is good because you can fish for 1 more card. Doesn't matter if you overdraw. Looks like he will overdraw if he plays Special Week. If you play Tachyon, it makes your subsequent turn better because the Tachyon can evolve and take back the spell, and it makes your Daiwa Vodka easier to use. So it looks like he threw away the execution off the top road. Okay, is he gonna play Special Week? Or is he gonna play Tachyon? Okay, play Special Week. So what did he check Special Week? Oh, he checked the 1 mana spell. Okay, so that's quite good. Good sign, it's a good sign. Okay, so now probably is the turn you get punished by the Suzuka. And yep, sure enough, you get punished by Suzuka. So this is 10 damage, so now you're at 6. Which means, and the force player hand is full, so it means Silver Bolt is lethal. So now on turn 7, your only play is to really Daiwa Vodka and then clear the board and then pray he doesn't have the boat in hand. Okay, so it's probably counting the math. Daiwa, search for the Angelic Snipe most probably because it's efficient clear on the Suzuka. So he plays the vodka, probably going to snipe the Suzuka. Okay. So he buffs the Special Week first, trying to fish for additional outs. At the same time, I think he realizes that he has to put the forest player on a clock, because if he doesn't put the forest player on the clock, each extra turn he gives the forest player to farm and draw means that he has a chance that he will draw into the silver boat for maximum damage. So probably he's gonna play the 1 mana spell, the Angelic Snipe, snipe the Suzuka, buff the board. So this is the second spell. There is no way that he will draw into the what's that? There's no way he will play a third spell to gain Storm anyways. Anyways, for those of you guys that are wondering why he played the +1 attack and draw 1, because potentially if he drew into another vodka, he could have vodka and buffed the entire board, and the game would have been over for the forest player the next turn if he didn't have a silver boat. So this is why you always draw a card first. Okay, so the vodka is swinging into the Ghost City, probably a Daiwa swinging into the Lily. And then you're gonna take 5 face, 13 life left. 7 mana, does he have the silver boat? He's building the card. He does not have it. A look of anguish and sadness. So now you actually have to really consider what you have in your options, because you have to clear the board. You have a Tia in hand, so evolving Tia and playing Tia is really 3 play points, so technically he's playing on a 4 play point turn. He has to play 2 cards with 4 play points, and then he has to TR to clear the Down Vodka. And he will probably take the 5 damage from the special week again. There's no choice because he really has to clear the TR. And the vodka. He has to use the TR to clear the vodka and die one. Okay, so let's look at what he does. He plays Marvelous Sunday, which is amazing because now that he's gaining 2 life, it'll be a lot harder to spot lethal. At the same time, it gives him 1 draw for the Harvest Festival, so potentially he can draw the Silver Boat the subsequent turn. So he plays another Festival into the TR, okay, probably evolving it. And then he'll be trading the board. Okay, trades the board, so he has 1 mana left. He either cracks the Harvest Festival, play a 1 mana card. Okay, he has the bounce spell, so he bounce the festival back to and draw 2. No way he doesn't have boat now, right? No way, right? No way he doesn't have boat. Okay. So now as the Uma player, I know I still lose to Silverboat. So that's a given. The only thing I have to play around is Suzuka. I have to answer the board and play around Suzuka, okay? So these are the things I have to do. So he actually Rise Shower. Okay, so I think he plays the Rise Shower because he feels he's safe to a silent Suzuka, okay? So the thing is, because of this, you're not playing around any buff spell. So if he was watching the stream prior, I guess, or anything else, he would know that he lose to a 2 mana the 2 mana Uma spell that buffs a Storm Follower by 3 attack. Yeah, because he loses to that and Suzuka exactly. Or a boat. So he loses to either of these 2 plays. So the thing is, he has double Tachyon, right? So what he should have done was double Tachyon, which is 4 play points, evolve the Tachyon, that's 5 play points. Take back the Angelic Snipe, that's 6 play points, if he wants to use it next turn. The last 2 play points, he can use it on the sword, using the sword Storm spell and give the evolve Tachyon Storm +1/+1, and he will still do the same damage output and play around the Suzuka. So now he opens himself up to a buff spell and Suzuka. So if he has this, he just lost his Japan trip just because of this Rush Hour play. So it's either he gets punished or he doesn't get punished. It's very simple, very clear cut. Even though he has the 1 mana open, right? I mean, he could be bluffing the Angelic Snipe as well. But after the mill, there's 2 engraved, so I don't know how you bluff it. Okay, so he does indeed have the Storm spell. So I guess he got ultimate punished, so he just lost his Japan trip off that play. Yup, the Uma player definitely had the win right there. So it really goes to show you how favorable the matchup is actually for Uma, because even even without any burn spells early game, he still could have brought the game to such a close board state. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations to the Forest player for winning the free trip to Japan, and congratulations to both players for qualifying for Worlds next month. So with that, we've come to the end of the video. So please like and subscribe for more of these kind of content in the future. So thank you.